Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently working on moving our capital. I don't want to be over here anymore. We want to move to be over, well, in the de jure capital of Yemen, now that we have the Sultanate of Yemen ready to go. Of course, we want to have these two duchies be our capital duchies, so that's absolutely fine. We can make our way towards that. First off, we would need to get this guy to give us that back. He's not going to do it. On decline, he would start a war against us with a couple of people joining. I doubt we care about this, though, to be honest. So we might want to fight some civil wars here. What do we have right now for our military? Right, no siege as of yet. Okay, what are we working on here? Casus Belli is being fascinated and exposed. I don't like doing that personally, but the AI does it. So that's fine. I mean, that's going to be helpful. I would really rather we be working on Mott's or mustering grounds at this moment. Either of those would be great. Banis would be not ideal, in my opinion, but it would be fine, I suppose. We've got most of the tribal stuff going on, and of course this is all blocked for a tribal government. So we're going to have to, at some point, adopt clan ways. So we need... Is this specifically in our capital? Yes. We're going to need to move it out over this way, right? The development here is already 13, and we need that to be, what, 15? Of course, we're going to need absolute tribal authority. We can't do that for another 10 years. But the other that we needed was greater or equal to 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, we would qualify for that then. Okay, perfect. So first things first, I think that we revoke this title here. This is a 35% chance of acceptance as is. What if we gave him some gold first? 40 opinion. That's actually a lot of opinion. 147 gold is a lot of gold. So that makes sense. I don't think we actually care if our vassals join this. That said, this would be all 4 of them. How powerful are they? They're really not. I don't think we care. I don't think we care. We're going to revoke this title. We are going to assume that he is going to decline this. Okay, I also want to... Oh, he actually accepted. Okay, cool. We'll get rid of that then. And that puts us at 8 of 8 for our domain limit for right now. That's great. So that means that we can move our capital here. What do we need to do that? It is the de jure capital of Yemen, making this move allowed even if the capital has previously moved. Wonderful. So we can do that. One building would become inactive here. I don't think that's actually true. But our capital has moved on over here. Now, of course, we need absolute tribal authority eventually, which we cannot do currently. And then we would need to, from there, just adopt clan ways. Beautiful. So that's great. What else do we need for our duchy titles? We need these 2. And we will start handing out some stuff over here, probably starting here. For now, that seems completely fine. I want to check in. We cannot construct holdings while tribal. So that's not a thing we can do. Of course, we do need a steward. We'll put in... Wow, skill 25? Counter Socotra? Okay, sure. So that seems fine. I do want to take these 2 counties back. If we were to revoke this one, who all would join? Socotra and Taiz. Fascinating. So we'd lose the counselor that we just put in. He's definitely not going to accept this. Okay. So obviously war is declared. We don't care. This is enough troops at this point. We don't need any more than this. And we're going to leave behind these guys while these head up over here. So our primary goal here is to get this guy imprisoned. And then we can revoke both of these completely for free with only 1 civil war. That's the goal. So we're going to head on over this, not you. We're going to head on over this way. Who do we want to command this? Well, our son, because he has that siege trait. We're very slow at sieging since we deliberately chose to not have any siege weapons. But we're very, very powerful in combat. That's the trade-off there. And at this point, I feel like that's more important. Later on, as we get more powerful and have more levy troops, it will become more valuable for us to be better at sieging. But at this stage of the game, I would much rather be able to fight. And our mercenary company is actually still here, hilariously enough. War's over, and we'll enforce those demands. We imprison anybody who rebelled against us. And now we can come in here, revoke this title, and we can do this for free because they're a known criminal, and they're imprisoned. So that's perfect. We will do the same thing here. Now we can do that with Socotra as well. I'm not sure how much of a reason there is to do this here. We might just leave this guy imprisoned for the moment. Now, of course, we're at 10 out of 8 domain limit. We're going to grant this out, and we can start granting out some of these. We'll grant this one first, I think. Actually, let's take a look at tax incomes. They're basically all the same. So we'll grant that one out. We're just kind of migrating down over this way, right? That's the overall goal. Did we already make these duchies? This one's actually uncreated. We would need to make our way up this way and attack. Offer to join war. What? A peasant uprising. Yeah, he's not our ally. I don't know why that's even showing up as a clickable thing. But whatever. It doesn't actually matter. We can go up over this way. This is basically free at this point. Yeah, we have a lot of allies. We're actually not going to call them in. I would rather save that prestige, and we're going to raise up our troops right about here. I just want to get this duchy put back together, right? So we're going to need to fight for both of these here. And this guy, we don't really have any solid way to get both at once, which is slightly unfortunate. This is more than enough troops. We're going to simply head in up over here. And this guy has no chance, right? We're definitely not going to lose this. What is this? Our brother-in-law is calling us in here. Honestly, he wins this on his own. We'll accept it. And this is our battle here. Yeah, he's already winning this. He should be fine. Where even is this? Up over here? He's got this siege going on. It seems okay. I don't think we need to participate in that. We're going to fight our own war for right now. Obviously, it's more important for us to fight our own war. I want to double check here. Yes, those are all maxed. Okay. We do need a new chancellor, and that will be this fine gentleman. A new steward, this fine gentleman. They're a little bit upset, but I'm sure they'll be fine. And yeah, look at that. Our brother-in-law is already at 89% here. He super wins this. He should just go fight them here, and that will end the war. No, don't siege here. They're taking the war goal. What are you doing? Just go fight them. I don't understand why he's not fighting them. Oh, maybe he is. He's just taking a roundabout, circuitous route. Like, literally, just fight them. You're fine. This battle is free. Beautiful. Completely and totally free. As expected. And that war is over, so we don't have to do anything there. Now, these guys have moved back and are attacking our capital. However, we have the war goal now, and we're going to just walk over here and fight them. This also seems super free. May you grow to be strong and wise, my daughter. Excellent. And as expected, that war is over. Ticking is on our side at this juncture, and I want to head up over here. Ooh, he stopped moving. We can't quite get there in time. We're going to have to make him lock in here and then fight him. Now we're going to be fighting him with him being the defender in the mountains. This was a good move by him. He should definitely move up this way, but he's still going to lose. It doesn't matter. This will just cost us a little bit more than it would have if we had been fighting here. But that's fine. No major concerns there. We're going to potentially head up over this way. I mean, that's the only place for us to attack, right? He's embarking. Okay, that's an awkward retreat path. Sure, seems fine. Ticking war scores on our side. We just need to get a little bit more war score here. I don't suppose... I mean, he would accept a white piece, obviously. There's no way that Crusader King's characters ever accept anything for a loss for enforcing demands below 100%. He's walking this direction. He's going to try to come straight down here and siege our capital again. I mean, to be honest, that's his only real chance. To be sure. We have an available perk here, and what do we take? Bellum Justum? 50% CB cost is actually pretty nice. Organized March. Was that... Hang on. Interesting. They've changed this somewhat. Movement speed of 15% and travel speed of 25%, plus screen for a lot of different categories of men-at-arms. Fascinating. Fascinating. That's very, very interesting. So we're going to move forward here. I'm 99% sure. Well, he's definitely sitting up here, or he walked up into this desert up this way. We're getting ticking war score at this moment. There he is. Now, we're not going to catch him there. Unless he just sits there for no reason. Which, obviously, he's not going to do. Do we have a logician there? That's supply duration. Do we have a movement speed increaser? No. Okay. Well, we'll just continue heading up here. This is completely fine. We have ticking war score. I'd like to catch them. Honestly, I think we might start up a siege here. We're up in this area anyway. He's heading further north. Yeah. This is a level 1 tribal hold. 10 months on that siege, allegedly. Yeah, this should go pretty fine. We've got plenty of vision. We'll see him come back. We can see this entire choke point. So unless he's going to go all the way around here. Okay, he's marching this way. Cool. So in that case, we are going to split off a few siege units, like so. And maybe not quite that many. That actually feels like a lot. We're going to bring the rest of these, not you. We're going to bring the rest of these down over this way. We're going to take 110 casualties from going here. That's understood. We're going to chase him down and fight him there and be able to start up a new siege here. So that looks good. Do we have another siege commander? I mean, we could put our son here, and then this is that mayor. Yeah, that'll do. We just inherited this county. Okay, we actually don't want this county. We're going to grant this out. There we go. The reason we don't want it, of course, is it's part of this duchy. So that'll be fine for now. And we win this battle. Cool, 75 prestige. I like it. This siege will be done in 5 months. Actually, probably faster than that. And then 9 here. Between the two of them, the war's definitely over. Between those and ticking, yeah, it's super, super over. Just this one should end the war, to be honest. So that'll be fine. No problem whatsoever there. Our spy master apparently died at some point, and we are going to put in this guy. Cool. Really? 98. Okay, that actually surprises me. I did think that that was going to end the war, but it's fine. No problem whatsoever there. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Of course, this is our territory, and we want to hold it ourselves. So we're going to need to hand out one of these guys, and it will be our original capital. Cool. Now, we do have a pretty big problem right now with our control levels. No doubt about that. Why is this not a valid target to increase control? There we go. Now it is. Cool. So we'll get all of that going. And we want to think about... Oh, I just thought of something. We just handed this out. We had a man-at-arms stationed there. Okay, he's now unstationed. So we cannot station them in vassal holdings. Noted. So we want to essentially rebuild the warrior lodges that we had there. There's this tribal holding over here. But this is actually castle holding. So, heavy infantry and spearmen. What exactly do we get out of the warrior lodge? Because this is a tribe up here, not a castle. Keep in mind these, if I can scroll. There we go. Now I can scroll. These are castle holdings. They are not tribes. So we need to keep that in mind. Absolutely. We've currently got mud brick towers down here. And we can't upgrade that because we don't have the Mott's innovation. So castles are kind of a little bit worse for us in the short term than tribes are. Because, of course, we're not tribal. I wouldn't mind revoking this castle holding. It's a barony, so that's just going to be free. So if we do that, we've got a small hill fort here. Okay. Cool. And, of course, that means that we would have to hand out one of these over here. Which we'll go ahead and do. And then we're going to need to grab this tribe. Now, that's a tribal hold up there. That's not a castle. So that is certainly noted. We need a new steward, and this guy's actually really good at the job. We'll certainly do that. Cool. So our holdings are just kind of migrating over here for the time being, and that's okay. I want to declare war on this fine gentleman for not the duchy conquer, but the county conquer of Najran. For now, we don't care about taking this over. We'll get there. But for the moment, this will do just fine. He's got 500 troops. That's all of his troops right there. Beautiful. Honestly, do we just raise our men-at-arms? We kind of do. Cool. So we'll get this taken over. That will give us our 2 capital duchies that we're looking for. And we'll be able to hold exactly the number of holdings that we need for now anyway. That'll probably be a problem later on. But for the moment, that'll be fine. And we can start working on getting some upgrades built here. Some of them are going to need upgrades. We'll need to change around some of these buildings. But eventually, our primary focus really does need to be on getting absolute tribal authority. We are 7 years away from being able to do that. Is this betrothal fine? Yeah, it kind of is. That's completely okay. I'm not too concerned about betrothals at this time. Cool. So we're at 98% here. I think we just let ticking war score take us the rest of the way. What is this war? You're fine. You don't need help. This guy really doesn't need help here. He just called us in because he could. So we're going to enforce these demands. There we go. We are now defending this from this guy. So we're going to head right on up here. We just discovered Casus Belli. Nice. And we are going to grant this out. Cool. So now all of our men-at-arms are unstationed. And we will need to fix that. So we'll see where we can put each of them. Let's see. We're not actually... Oh, we're fighting this over here. I see. Sure. We are at 38% war score just from ticking. Do we start up a siege here? He's running up this way. I think we do. He has no siege weapons. Yeah, this seems completely fine. This commander is not a siege leader. I'll put this guy in charge. Much better. 6 months left. I like it. And that should end the war, to be honest. We'll get some cash out of that. And yeah, we can station men-at-arms regiments. We can create an accolade. Okay, we'll look through some of these once we're out of this war. We have too many held duchies. We will need to hand that out. Hyena Fangs has low durability. Yeah, there's a lot of new notifications in here from last time I played. But that's absolutely fine. We'll handle that after the war. Not this war. I don't care about this war. This war is completely fine. But the war that we're actually fighting. 95% chance of a martial lifestyle perk? Cool. We'll take the martial lifestyle perk. We're going to get another one very shortly. So there's organized march. And then we'll probably take, like, Parthian tactics. We do have light cavalry. And engineered for destruction would normally be a high priority, but we don't actually have any siege weapons. So for the moment, that's not going to be a thing. And yeah, they're sieging over here. That's fine. So we're going to enforce these demands. And we'll disband these troops as well, but we're going to have to go to a friendly area because we're in this war. I really don't think this war is going to be a problem, right? No, it's definitely not going to be a problem. They've got that under control. Like, it's already giga over. Beautiful. So no problems there. And we are going to disband this army. There we go. So now the question is, well, we get this other available perk. We could take hit and run, actually. And heavy infantry damage and toughness and archer damage. That's pretty good. I think we'll take that. Beautiful. So that's all great. Now, we do have too many held duchies. We need to specifically hand out this duchy over here. And who does that go to? That goes to this fine gentleman here. Okay, so you become the High Chiefdom. Perfect. And do we still have too many held duchies? No. We have powerful vassals that want a council position. I'm sure they'll be fine. And yes, low county control is fully expected at this point. We're working on that. Now, what is this accolade? One of our knights can be appointed as an acclaimed knight. Okay. They must be unlanded or a baron with at least 8 or more prowess. They must be eligible for 2 accolade attributes. Neither can already belong to another of their liege's acclaimed knights. I'm wondering what this actually does. The skills and traits determine which attributes are available. Okay. Let's put in our player heir to see what happens. So it defaults to giving him Vanguard and Contender. And he's called the Silver Hand. So each one has 2 attributes, yes, 1 primary and 1 secondary. Before we create the accolade, they're shown. Okay, so they gain glory, and that's gained by participating in grand tournaments. Okay. And we could also, instead of having them be a Vanguard, we could have them be a Huntsmaster, a Charmer, or a Scoundrel. It auto-filled these. I don't know if it does that based on like what's best for him, or if it just defaults to these. I also don't know what stats this gives them, if anything. I guess we'll create this accolade. It costs 150 prestige. Noted. And he's now level 1 with 100 glory. Max size of heavy infantry regiments +2. And he also increases our heavy infantry damage and toughness. Presumably because he's a Vanguard and Contender? I don't know. That's very interesting. So we do need to station our men-at-arms regiments, right? There's no doubt about that. So where do we want to station these? Well, for now, I'm going to station one down here. The other one is going to get stationed over here. Now, those are not necessarily ideal locations, but for now, that'll do. As far as this goes, the best option would be Taze. And then the bowmen are going to be stationed, I guess, in our capital? Okay, so if that's the case, skirmishers damage +5% due to the small hill fort. And we've got shallow ore mines in here. Noted. So we need to decide, eventually, which one of these is going to be our economic and which is going to be our military duchy. I usually like to split them up that way. So, we can definitely create this title. Do it. I want to take a quick look through here. I'm guessing this will probably be our military duchy. I'm looking at number of holding slots. Yeah, this should be fine to be military. And then our economic duchy will be down here, which also should be absolutely fine. Okay, looks good. So with that, it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to start doing a little bit of work on getting our duchies set up the way we want them to be. They're definitely not that right now. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, MLohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.